EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Seattle Seahawks and the Atlanta Falcons. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season, Week 17, is underway. Fielded in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's a first down throw that's complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry down for Kofrani Muhammad. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 on the Seahawks' 8-yard line.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A 5-yard gain there makes it 1st and goal. Couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Falcons have taken the early lead. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Seahawks 0.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Out of the gun. Here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Yards to go.
Wilson now to throw on third down. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 10 yards and a Seattle first down. From the gun, it's Wilson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Hooked off by A.J. Terrell. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. First quarter, and now he already...
Guarding is being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Right there, 54, right there, 54. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Out. 79 Bronco.
On 3rd down, Burrow. And that is incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3 and out, and giving the ball back to their offense.
Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And how about this, a fake? And the fake will work. He's going to have a first down. A big breakdown defensively there on the fake punt. Turns into a huge play and a first down. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
Incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Second and 10 now, Burrow. Steps away to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Now Burrow. Now they go screen. It's complete. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Falcons 7, Seahawks nothing.
54 Mike.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. A great play there. His 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Falcons will extend their lead. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Falcons 14. Seahawks.
Now following the touchdown, Richter to kick off. Taken in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Dancing to his left. He'll run it. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the first down. Here's Carson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now it's Carson. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
And again, the ball
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He can run for it, and he will. And he's able to get the first here as he's taken down at the 25. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Seattle.
From the gun, Wilson. That's complete into the hands of Carson. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. On the option, a handoff to Carson. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
Across midfield to the
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
And the Seahawks first down.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Being chased out left. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Operating from the gun, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. This is Carson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. So 3rd down. They need to get to the 28 for a first. The 3rd down battle won by Atlanta's defense. Solid coverage.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Myers' kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
And now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Play action. It's Burrow. Looking left sideline. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards, the final tally.
At the 48-yard line.
Burrow looking to pass. And Jones has it over the middle. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Buying time to his left. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the rout is on here in this first half. Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
It's third down.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Final play of the half, it's Wilson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Throwing again here, Wilson. Ooh, with a juke. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Looking deep for Julio. This is caught. And finally out of bounds all the way down at about the 2. A big-time play there for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Falcons add on.
Okay, we need to double check here with Marvin because he keeps all of our good stats. But what I've got is 5 drives, 5 touchdowns, and they've got a nice, healthy lead.
Well, after the first drive, we thought things might be clicking. They're really clicking at this point. They're clicking about as much as they can click.
And right
I just
now,
said click a lot.
Yes, you did, but that's okay because the guy who's coordinating the defense, trying to slow them down,
good luck.
He's going to have hair that looks like mine very soon. Not much of it.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Officially nothing on that one. No gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Third down.
From the gun, Wilson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
It'll be a net of 39, 41-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Oh, a free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively, 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Burrow. It's caught. Jones. And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Burrow will throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. And Burrow going to throw again. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Steps away to his left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by DJ Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5.
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Able to pick up a dozen yards there on the scramble, but not enough. 4th down. So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. And he will have the 1st down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within the shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
Double count.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it. Brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. Yeah, that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
At their own 47-yard line.
Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
That one caught out wide by Julio. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And this offense continues to pour it on as that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
Then on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle.
Wilson's pass.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
32-yard line.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Deion Jones, the linebacker. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
A first throw for the backup, Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now Ito Smith. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them,
trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Gain of only a yard. It's 4th down.
Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The Falcons send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. And that will be incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback, I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow airing it out, looking for Ridley. And it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. Shrugs the tackle.
Nice.
And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
By the Seahawks.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Wilson. Left side complete to Lockett. The 20. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it.
I know many talk about the kick return as maybe the most exciting play in football. But any type of a return where it's a change of possession, where the defense gets the ball, that's exciting too. But it's not just an accident. Once they get the football, they've worked on finding people to block, creating running lanes for the guy with the ball, and protecting him. And this one was a long run.
Absolutely. They did all of that and more. But only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Nothing on 1st down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions.
He's got a man complete. 20, 10, 5. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love that you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, Wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. 11 yards there, just like last play. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Wilson. He'll get that complete to Parkinson.
Wilson's pass.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. They run it with Carson. And he's got this down to the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And guys, you look up at the scoreboard, they just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. First and 15. On the carry, it's Muhammad. Finding room at the 30. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong